Welcome back to another Cities Skylines video. Today we're going to be building the city's cargo port, which was actually a lot of fun to build. Now, also caveat, I have really no idea how ports work or how they're laid out. This is simply just built to look kind of cool, but also, function within the gameplay. So I actually end up doing 3 cargo hubs. So that's, the shipping port plus the train station. And the idea is we want all of that running and all of the traffic from those to work pretty well. That's the goal at the end of today is, traffic and functionality of this whole area. And it's not only these cargo hubs that I've put in, I also put in quite a few, warehouses. I did some like office space, and I also did a unique factory as well, which I believe is one of the oil-based one, which I'm not sure, it's actually, I haven't turned it on yet. That is actually still off because we need to, work out all the supplies and where it's all going to come from before I fully expand it. So, of course, we finally get the chance to, finish off this highway that we put in a long time ago. We extended the highway from our city interchange down this sort of main road, and it always just kind of weirdly ended at this road. Now we can finally extend the tunnels and take it directly to the port, which is great because it means we have a direct highway access to our port and all the cargo hubs, which is perfect because there's going to be a lot of traffic. We want direct access for cars and also trains, which we are definitely building in here. I was just, at this point, trying to work out the layout, how it's all going to work. And I guess at this point, I kind of realized that, most of these roads are going to have to be bridges because we want the rail to have priority. We don't want any level crossings with the rail because otherwise we're just probably going to have endless cargo trains, going through, so trucks are never going to be able to move. So I decided let's get the trains placed in first, or at least the tracks in, so we know where they're going to go. We've got 3 tracks. They all kind of just, I guess 3 double tracks. They all just merge into a single double track that leaves the cargo area because there's not really anywhere else it can go. I don't know if later on in our save and our Let's Play that's going to be a problem and all just merging into one. But for now, it seems okay. And we're going to go from there. Yeah, so they sort of come around this corner here where I'm doing the parallel tracks. They all sort of join together. Now, none of this is, like I said, going to be realistic. It's just kind of supposed to look cool. So, I think probably the curves and all that of these tracks are probably way too sharp for trains, especially cargo trains. But with the space we've got, I didn't want this place to end up being too big. Because if I made this port too big, the rest of the city is going to look too small. So we sort of we're just having fun with it. I just wanted it to look cool. And at the end of the day, I think it actually looks really cool. And then we've got a few tracks just coming down here, just that sort of go nowhere. This is basically where we're just going to have a couple of prop trains, I guess, parked there with a bunch of containers. So it looks like, there's something going on now. Because we've got all this empty space, we've got to try and fill it with something that also looks interesting. Now that there is going to be our main, I guess, bridge and connection to all the cargo hubs, that sort of avenue road there. And then I'm trying to do one-way road systems to each of the cargo hubs individually because from my past experience playing this game, if we don't manage the traffic properly in this area, it is going to just be so bad. So I'm really trying from the outset to make this, number 1, look good, but number 2, also function well. And so far, I've had the game unpaused a little bit since building all this. It seems to be pretty good. And of course, I did a toll booth because, number 1, it kind of looks like a security, I guess, checkpoint for people entering the port. And also, number 2, we're going to get a little bit of money from it. Not a lot. Also, I don't know why I'm saying number 1 and number 2 a lot so far in this time lapse, but I'm reasoning. I'm creating reasons for all my things that I'm doing here. So we're doing so the highway connects essentially directly to this. This highway is not to be used to get to the residential or to the suburbs behind us. I actually add a couple of entries and exits to the highway, kind of similar to where we had them before, where they just randomly ended on that road. But I do a little bit of a neater connection to the actual city area behind us in a little bit. So then, residents can still use the highway, but also it is going to have a nice industrial use case here. And I did spend a lot of time doing road markings and lines, and I did like manual lane merges and directions and all that kind of stuff to make sure that it all works and flows. And there's going to be adjustments and things that we're going to need to change, playing, going forward, because we'll have to see which route ends up being the most popular. Because we have 3 cargo hubs, the game doesn't really assign them to be used evenly. It's probably going to pick one, maybe two of them to be heavily used. Maybe the third one won't really be used. So in that case, you know, we'll have to play and see what's being used a lot and then go from there. But yeah, we've got these nice highway connections right here to the toll booth. I was thinking I was going to go, you know, real overboard with lines there, but I was just like, that's probably enough. Let's just do that. And then just wanted to do the other side here as well. You know, I wanted all these lines and lane markings to work out as well as I could, so that it at least looks somewhat drivable. Because I mean, if you just had this giant blank intersection in real life with like 4 lanes splitting it off, you know, it would be chaos. So I was like, let's try and make it look like you could actually navigate this if you were driving here. But look, it probably would still be awful in real life, but you know, it's an industrial zone. It's fine. It'll be okay. And then I do actually change this a little bit, but you know, I wanted to show some of the lane marking stuff here because it does take a long time. It is fun. And actually, with one of the updates recently to the lane marking or the line marking tool, you can actually use props, I think now, which I haven't tried yet, but I want to have a look into that because that could actually be kind of cool. Yeah, so these lanes are all just being connected up and trying to make it look neat. We also have a completely different road color at the moment. Like the toll booth area is a way lighter color, but I actually do go through and change that with the network painting tool. I think it's called mod. I don't know. If you want to see all the mods and stuff I use, it's always linked in the description of the videos. That everything I'm using will be, you know, linked down there. And then over this way, you know, up over the bridge, we're going to come down over the other side, join up to this cargo hub. And this is a whole thing as well, trying to figure out the one-way roads. I don't want any intersections with the main traffic flow. Like I don't want the main flow of traffic to intersect itself, if that makes sense. Because we actually do a few different intersections and roads on these lower portions where we have different warehouses and buildings. But for the main flow of traffic to and from the cargo hub, I don't want it to cross over itself, if that makes sense. It might be easier to explain once we're in the game and in the live gameplay, but yeah, like I'm trying to keep it pretty clear. Now this is the big unique factory that I'm putting here because I'm saying number 1 again. Why am I stuck in the number 1s? Number 1, because it looks like it fits in the port. Number 2, because it's huge. Okay, I'm not going to say number 1 and number 2 anymore. But no, I thought this was actually a perfect fit because we've got, you know, all the cargo coming to and from this area. And I actually put so many different warehouses and storage facilities in this industrial port. And I actually went through each of the warehouses, and I think we have at least one warehouse of every single resource in the game that we can store. So, you know, somewhere in this port will be everything we need for that factory, or any factory we put down here actually. So I thought it would actually be a really good spot for a new unique factory, and it just takes up a lot of space, and we have a lot of space, so it seemed just right. Now, some of these roads was really interesting to fit them in and also have them looking good, because I don't know if you saw just before, we had this weird S-bend road. I changed that. I think I cut it out because it took me ages to figure out a good way to do it. I changed it, but we'll have a good tour of this port afterwards. Now, this is where I've sort of gone through and done a few warehouses and a few office blocks, because I figured there would be some sort of operations down here. Now, of course, a real port has so much open space for storage of containers and all that. I decided not to really do that because it just... well, number 1, I don't think I could do it very well. It wouldn't look very good. I kind of tried and I gave up. So I thought, let's just do some, you know, functional buildings and that kind of stuff. And it still kind of works. And here as well, I've added in a connection to the rest of the city because I figured I probably should have connected the local area. Like the only connection shouldn't be the highway. Like especially if you have a delivery coming into the port and it's, you know, going somewhere local just around here, you'd want to be able to get onto this avenue. So I made sure to do a connection in that area. And whilst I was at, you know, reconnecting that, I was like, okay, let's fix up this end of the tram loop. We'll make it look much nicer, much more robust, and like it's actually designed for this area instead of a little roundabout thing that we had. And this is also where I end up doing the highway connection here for this residential suburb. So we have a nice highway on and off ramp here, which of course is only one direction. You can't enter the highway and then exit at the port because it's literally just down the road. So it was quite an easy connection to add in, which I was quite happy with. And I did a lot of line marking and lanes here through this area to make it look at least a lot more nicely designed and built up. And then I spent a lot of time as well here, adding in pathways and making the whole area very walkable because, I mean, this whole section, this, I guess, edge of the city, we used to have the edge of the city, there was like a border around here somewhere. So a lot of the roads just kind of ended. I never really fully finished this area off. So I made sure to add in a lot of pathways, a lot of crossings in the roads as well. Some nice trees. I just wanted this to feel like a nice area to live near. Like I just turned this whole section into a park. I didn't extend this part of the city any further because, we've got the port just nearby, which would be really loud. So instead, between the port and this residential neighborhood is a nice park. And I think it actually works quite well. Because I was a little worried, like I wasn't really sure how I was going to transition, from this city area to the port. And honestly, the park I think looks pretty good. We could probably add in a little bit more residential, a little bit more neighborhoods, especially because we need to get our population up still. We need another, at this point in time, like in the time lapse anyway, another 9,000 people, and then we unlock everything. So there's not that many more people we need to add into our city to unlock the entire map. And I'm I know I spoke last episode about just clicking the unlock all button, and I'm still tempted. But at the same time, I feel like we're so close to getting to that 65,000 through actually building and developing our city. I kind of want to keep trying, but I also don't want to drag on and get squished into the borders of our current city, so maybe, I don't know. We'll see today once we jump into the game if there's anything we can do about it. Let's see if we can make it possible. Yeah, so we just built that one exit to the highway. I'm now building the entrance to the highway on the other side of the road here. So this will connect up this little local area. So, people can drive to, this suburb through the highway rather than going through the city. So it is actually a really useful connection, I think. And of course, then the highway continues further on down to the port. But you can't enter the highway here and connect to the port because, like I said earlier, that would just be completely pointless because you just go straight down this avenue. And there's not a lot of traffic on this road anyway. It's a pretty quiet road for the most part because there's not much zoning on it between here and then like the downtown area. It's all pretty separated, which is good. Because it means when we have cargo traffic driving down here to deliver stuff, it's actually a pretty express route, which I'm quite happy with. Yeah, and like I said, just doing a lot of lane marking stuff here. I did cut out some of it, but I thought, I feel like watching some of this is kind of interesting, especially now that I know how to use the tool a little bit better than when I originally started doing it. So we got like this sort of green filler areas for the tram markings, and I decided to leave a little cutout section for where the lane is because we have a turning lane there. So I was like, let's do that, and I think it all turns out quite good. So this area here is where I've also built up a little bit more. You can see we've already got those offices there, but I was like, let's add in a few more roads just in this area to add in some industrial, warehouses, some offices, and it actually ends up kind of interesting. I'm really not sure how it's going to hold up this intersection here, particularly with this little one-way turnaround road. It is changed in a second because, as you can see, I'm trying to make it work and it doesn't. So I just changed the way it lays out in a second. But yeah, I'm kind of interested because the way this whole intersection is that I built is there's a lot of intersections really close together. So I'm really not sure how well this area is going to flow. I've already seen some traffic go through. It seems fine. I don't know if that's great or not, but we'll have to keep an eye on it, essentially. Yeah, we've got a bunch of warehouses here, and I do a bunch more on the other side of these too. Like, I just pretty much line the back of these buildings with more warehouses, and I think it should hopefully provide a good storage area. But I don't know if it's actually going to be good or if it's just a bad idea. It seems like a good idea in theory, but we'll see. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. This little area here is technically one intersection, and we've got, I guess, 4 roads coming off it, which is like a normal 4-way intersection, but the way it's laid out, you can see it's very unusual. But that's all one intersection using the node editor. And because of that, I think it does flow all right. Like, it seems like it's working okay. But I guess we'll wait and see if it causes any big issues or not. And then I'm just trying to fill in as much of this area as possible. Like, I could have left a lot of it open and tried to do like shipping containers around the place, which I guess would probably be more realistic for a port sort of area. But I also wanted this to be functional in the sense that, like, I want other people coming down here for other reasons. So we've got a bunch of office blocks, which actually, the office blocks do have a few issues. There's not enough services because I think they're like a level 2 or 3 office block, which is a problem, which means I need to add more services down here. I have hidden Some services, like I think fire and police and all that kind of stuff are down here, but they're hidden inside like a factory or warehouse. But that's not enough. So I don't know. Maybe I have to add like park. Well, I got a whole park. We built like a full-size park right here. It's what I'm doing right now. So it's like there is a park here as well, but I guess that's not enough. I don't know. We'll have to keep playing around with that. Maybe add in, I don't know, what else could we add in? I added in a whole waste facility down there too, like a processing plant, because I figured that would be useful. We've got a few of them around the city, but I guess more is always better in theory. Though our city budget is kind of looking a little rough at this point in time. You know, we still got plenty of money, but I don't think we're not really earning anything. But I guess it's not too big of a deal because we have all those stadiums that typically are winning games, which is good. But we'll have to keep an eye on our budget to see if it slowly keeps trickling down over time. Because I think at the moment already, you know, 90% of the time our budget is negative, but we actually trend upward because of all the games and competitions we have in the cities, where if you win, you know, the soccer match or the baseball match or whatever it is that's playing, you get a huge sum of cash, which then offsets all our losses, which is great. But I don't know if I've tipped over that edge now into just a slow trickle loss. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think we got a little bit of a good look there at the park in between the industrial area and the suburbs. And I think, I think the park actually works. You know, I got this fence here. I got a bit of a rough edge at the moment. You can see I'm using the surface painter to put down all the sort of pavement here. And we do have a bit of a rough edge along the fence line, but I'll go back and make that look a little bit nicer. Which, I mean, the only way I can really do that is I guess by planting stuff along it, or like bushes, or if I use some ploppable asphalt, I can probably make the edge look a little bit neater. But for now, I just kind of left it because I was like, that'll work for now. We get the idea, and then we can move on to the next thing, and I can always come back and tidy up the edge there. You can see how some of it just, you know, goes past the fence line a bit. But, you know, it's okay. And I do a little bit of a tree line here, just around this fence, just to, you know, hide a little bit of it. So it kind of works. And then, yeah, like I said, this whole area is our park. I put in a few little things here as well, because the whole port at the moment is not connected by electricity at all. And I didn't want to just have big power lines running. So I actually did that park. I did a few, like a little playground, a gazebo, that kind of stuff within the park, to connect it to the power grid of the city. So that's quite easy. And that's the big waste facility that I added in. So we have another whole processing plant right here. And it is, thankfully, far enough away from all the houses and the high density apartments that it's not polluting, you know, the ground pollution or the sound pollution. Like, none of this is too close, thankfully, to all the houses. Now, I'm not sure about what I did here. I just kind of did it because I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have this road. It's going to go behind these oil storage tanks and go around. I don't know if that's it. Look, it is a little weird. I just kind of did it, you know, I was at the end of the time lapse, or, you know, I'm building on this port over the few days. You know, I've cut out a lot from this time lapse, and actually a lot of I did a few different tests and different layouts, and I completely demolished and started over. So there is a lot that it's been cut out. So at this point, I was kind of at the end, and I was like, yeah, let's just do the road like that. And I didn't mind it because I was like, I didn't want, you know, trucks or anything driving super fast around this area anyway. So I was like, maybe this weird back road kind of works. I don't know. I might change that though. And then just finishing off, painting up the pavement all over there. I did do a few standing shipping containers in this area. So it's not all just buildings everywhere. You know, I did do some storage, or at least semblance of storage. You know, kind of looks like there's something, you know, something going on here. But yeah, I didn't go too overboard with a bunch of containers everywhere, which I guess would have been more realistic to have a bunch of containers stored somewhere. But we just have this small little section, and I feel like you get the idea. Like I said, I didn't want to go too far with it. And then we got a prop crane there, and I did some little, I guess, fake prop trains here as well to finish it off. But let's go ahead and jump into the game now and check it all out. All right, so here we are in the game. This is the port. It is up and running. We've got a lot of vehicles coming and going, most of which for some reason seem to be post trucks. I guess they're delivering a lot of mail down here. But yeah, it is so far working pretty well. And if I don't say so myself, it looks pretty good. You know, I'm actually really happy with this. It's not perfect. It's not like, there's not loads of details, you know, we just got all this blank space here, for example. I might add stuff there. I don't know, but I think for a starting point, I'm really happy with this. And actually all of these cargo hubs are actually functioning. You know, we've got some people going to this one, some going to this one. Even which I was actually quite happy because I actually modified this road here a little bit. This one does still work, which is good. We do have trains going off through the city. At the moment, they only have, well, actually, there's 2 destinations, but they can stop here, which we're going to have to work on the traffic situation here because at the moment, when everything flows, when there's like a train delivery, which actually we should have in a minute. Let's have a look. Should be one coming around soon at some point. There it is. So this one will come through. I also added this connection. This is temporary because if we have a look at it from, hang on, this angle. Oh yeah, there. You can see how steep that is. That's really bad. That's all I could fit in there, but I actually was having a look at it. I think we may be able to do it today. I reckon we could probably do a tunnel here somewhere and a tunnel underneath and maybe come back out over here because I would like the port or the cargo port to be able to connect to this cargo station here. So I just did a temporary one because at the moment it can only turn to this station, which is not ideal. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this. Everyone's trying to leave. And because we got this intersection here that then leads into this, and you know, it's a little bit rough. I did already add one highway connection on this side, so there's actually a ramp here that bridges over this entrance and joins up to the end of this little road. This is, I might change this. I actually don't mind that it's kind of a bit jank. It's been added in. Yeah, so they can get to the cargo station from this angle. And it seems to be only people wanting to go to these buildings because if you're going somewhere down here, it's actually quicker to stay on the highway, which is great. But yeah, we need to do something about this. So we'll try and have a look at that today. I think probably traffic lights here would honestly just help because part of the, oh, and actually maybe more turning lanes because we've only got one lane leaving and there's left and right trying to people go through there. So if we just give them more options, that'll help. Maybe, we can't really go the other way. I mean, we could maybe have a road here to go the other way, but I don't know that that would help either. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play around with that. But let's go back to the port because that's actually what we spent our time on. So here it is, as we saw before. It's actually working pretty well. I added the policy so they don't have to stop at the toll booth. It can all flow through. So at the moment, over this side of the toll booth, these 2 lanes have to go here. These 2 have to go there. So that means over here we get a little bit of merging in the middle section because some people from the highway want to go to the other side, etc. And sometimes we get a bit of traffic here because I have to merge to change lanes. You know, there's going to be a little bit of traffic stuff today, I think. But for the most part, it's pretty good. And it seems to work. We haven't turned on this unique factory yet, though, which I would like to do today. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look, not ideal that they are coming out, going here, U-turning, coming back again. I need to, I wonder if I just remove this road, can I, because I don't have the mod that just allows me to change a road, but what if I use move it? Can I just delete the road and then just place a new road and it'll work? I have no idea, but let's find out. Because ideally, I just want it to be a one-way road. So if we just do this, let's see. I mean, they're still coming out. Whether this says it's not connected to a road anymore, even though it is. So maybe if I use a different road, what if I use this country road? Because that has zoning on it, yeah. Let's just do that. It's the same sort of thing. Oh wait, is that a 2-way road? That was supposed to, oh, right. Sorry, wrong road. Same problem. One-way road, one way. There we go. All right, so hopefully that still works. Let's see. I mean, they're still driving into it. It hasn't immediately stopped working, which is good. That's what I want. So maybe I'll do the same on the other ones. Though I don't know if the other ones, does this have the same problem? Let's see. Oh, yep, they go left. They're going to go here. They're going to turn around. Yeah, that's just really not great. Really not great. Let's see. This guy's coming in. Kind of crashed into the side a little bit. It's okay. It's cities. Let's see. So they come out now. They turn immediately. Yeah, it's not ideal because these, I imagine, were designed for right-hand traffic because they come out of this section, but they go into this section. So they always have to like cut in front of each other. But it's okay because I think it's sort of, we've got it split between trains and the cars, so, or the vans. So it's actually not too bad. So I'm going to go to move it. We're going to do the same thing here. And just delete these roads. And then I'm going to use a picker. Oops. Yeah. And then we're just going to place this road right here. And I'm just going to update this road to be this one now, just so it looks the same all the way through. There we go. And that actually looks kind of good because it looks a little bit more worn out than the other road. You know, it looks a little bit more scuffed, which is good. So many postal trucks. I don't know why we have so much post. It's kind of crazy. Post sorting facility. Where do we have one of those? All the way over, oh my gosh. Maybe we should get another one. We have room. I actually quite like this area for just having big, we're gonna get like big industrial things. Maybe post over here somewhere. Down here somewhere. We seem to have a lot of it coming in. I guess people are shipping stuff. That's all right. Let's fix up this road here as well. Same thing. So we're going to select that, select this, delete them. I'm actually glad that this works this way. And I didn't have to download that other mod to do it. There we go. And just update this. I'm not going to update that because I don't... is it going to mess up my lines? Oh, it didn't. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. Cool. All right, so that goes round. That's all working. I should actually lower the speed limits on those because those are going to be way too high. I think I had it... What did I have it set to? Probably like 50 or something. Now they're all 80. I'd say 50 or 40 is probably a good option instead of like 100. 100 let's go like 50. I reckon is probably a good option for all of these roads actually. Yeah, 50. That one's 40. We'll do 50 though. 50 on that. Side road's going to be 40. That's all good. Yeah, it gets a little ridiculous when they like floor it around these bends. And actually that's the other thing, with some of the trains, they look ridiculous. So we're on regular speed right now, and the trains kind of take off like rockets. They kind of go really fast. Oh, actually, did I already slow it down here? I think I did actually. Yeah, it's 60, because at full speed, it just looked ridiculous. So I did already slow it down, that's good. I think 60 is a good speed. That's like the speed they're going now. Especially through some of these corners that were just going so fast, so... I'm happy enough to slow those down. There we go. All right, cool. That's good. Post sorting facility. Post sorting facility. Here we go. Is this it? How big is this? Where could we get it? We could get it maybe here. Because we'll have to do some landscaping. I don't want to go too far this way. Like I don't want to encroach on the city too much. We could get it here actually. Have the road come up this way. And I wasn't really sure how this, if I liked this road. I'm still not really sure about that, but... Let's just go with it. Let's actually just have it go straight there. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll use our little our tree brush. That's not my tree brush, what the heck? My tree brush, this one. And I'll just remove some of those. There we go. Do I want it? I don't want it too high up. I'm not going to have it fully flat with the port because we are sort of almost leaving the port in a way now, like heading up the back here. I'll bring it down. Just, it's like really subtle, just up a little bit there. And then, all right, post sorting facility. Let's get that. We'll put it like right next to it, to be honest. It doesn't need to be any further away. We don't need to waste any more space. So I'm hoping, will they use this now as well? I really don't know how the post thing works. Because I know we have a few of them in the city. We have the other one near the other cargo terminal, right? Like we've got one here somewhere. Yeah, right here. We've got one there. But for some reason, coming from the port, they wanted to go over to this one, wherever it is. Oh, there it is, there. So I don't know. Anyway, that's good. So yeah, we've fixed those roads up. The traffic flow, honestly, doesn't look too bad. Here, we've obviously got people trying to get into this lane because they probably want to go specifically over this side. Like, I don't know if we need to add some more lanes in or anything like that. I mean, at the moment, it's really not too bad. I'm honestly pretty pleased with all of this traffic flow. It's actually working really, really well. Now, you'll notice we got all these warnings going on here. Too few services because these are level 2 buildings. They want more stuff. I'm not sure what they want. Maybe we could do like water. Although there's pollution around here. Probably not a good idea to do a water service. We could do sewage, like a water treatment plant. Although I don't really have any room on here. Kind of used it all up. We could do it here. Pump out some disgusting sewage. Eco. Wait, is that inland? Oh, no, that's not inland. We could get it. Wait, what if I just put it inside of this building? Looks kind of cool. Like it just looks like part of it. Will that look really bad having water flow out of that? Does this even count as a service for these guys? I don't think so, but I just want to see what it looks like. How much is this going to like flood this beach? It's like beautiful landscape here. Oh yeah. Here comes the sludge. We'll see how that goes. Let's also turn this on. We currently don't have any petroleum stored. And I don't know if that's just because we're not producing any, which I think it actually is. So we've got, this is our oil place, which actually, they might start, not shipping, putting it in the train, sending it in the train down over here. Because if they send it right here, they come out and then they can deliver it over here. So it's pretty close by. So that could actually work really well. But we need to produce petroleum, which we're not currently doing. So let's have a look at our oil. Extractor. I think we've got lots of extractor. What's this? This is my processing. We need to make... Oh, is this... So do we have any of these? And do I know if I have any of these? Is that these guys over here somewhere? It looks different to that. What are these? Oh, no, we are making petroleum. Okay, I just guess we maybe weren't storing any of it yet. So we are definitely making petroleum. We just don't have any of it stored over there yet. Let me get another one of these. It's over there. Why not? What else do we have here? Level 5 oil industry. What level is this? 4. What do we need to do to get to the next level? We need more workers. Is that all we need? Yeah, just workers. So we get more buildings and stuff. All right. We get some storage in here. What's this? This is crude oil. Large crude oil. Dang. Let's get some huge tanks. Tanking it. No, I don't really have room. I guess over here. I don't know. We'll just put it down and then we'll have to... I feel like this area probably needs a bit of a redesign. It's not great. I just want to see if we can get the... Oh, it literally has to be crude oil. I just want to see if we can get our unique factory up and running. So maybe we need more extractors as well. We got a large oil drilling rig. We got like 1. How many workers do these have? Freight truck. Workplace is 50. Okay, that's pretty good. Should we get a few of these going? Give me that sweet, sweet oil. Not enough raw materials. All right, well, we're going to start getting more. And actually, so we got... Our population has gone down a little bit from the time lapse. We're like 56,000. We're at 54 now. But we do have a fair decent demand for residential again now. So we'll have to look into that. All right, so we're producing some stuff there. Should we get more petroleum producing places? So is it just... Yeah, wait, this one does it too, does it? But I guess it doesn't make as much, I assume. Let's just use this one. Get a couple of those. Why not? All right, so that should hopefully start doing some stuff, and hopefully we'll get some stuff delivered here and then trained all the way down over here. Oh, we do have some now. Oh, cool. All right, so I guess we're doing stuff now. We don't have any metal now, which is, I guess, from the ore. Yeah, we're out of materials. This could be a whole thing to, like, really boost up everything. How are we going for metal production? Is that over, that's over here, isn't it? Metal, oh, that takes metals. Where do we make metals? Over here? No, that's storage. Over here? This takes ore and makes metal. Okay. Do we need more than one of those, maybe? I have no idea. So metal. This makes fiberglass. That's glass. And that's metal as well, but I guess it's just less metal. Let's get a big one. Oh. I think I need to add this into the into the zone. Oh, it is, like it is. Oh wait, no, I guess it's, oh, okay. That's in the district. All right. Let's put that in our industry here. Little dirt road. I'm sure that'll handle, no problems. Again, I just want to try and get that that big factory up and running as much as we can. And then we probably need to come back and make these places look a bit better. Speaking of making places look better, I spent a bunch of time, I didn't record it because it was just kind of boring, through all of here, pretty much all manually placed buildings now, except for the office blocks back over here and these buildings back here. But all the residential buildings in this area, I went through, I placed them all. I placed ones that I thought looked good. It's still high density, all of it. But, you know, we got all these sort of, you know, manually placed buildings. Some of them sort of intersect on purpose to try and create something a little bit different looking. You know, we've got these little back alley roads, little townhouses here, little shop down the bottom there, you know. So I went through this whole area pretty much from this road all through here. Just, you know, handpicking a few buildings. These ones are still zoned. I think they're offices. Yeah. So offices I haven't done. I think I need to download some more office assets because I don't really have any good ones. Like I have good ones, but I don't have many. Like these ones are good because they're very generic looking, but I kind of need... We need like tall custom ones, I think, because I don't really have many, and the ones I do are sort of much more old looking, and this is definitely a newer area of the city. Like, we got this, but I don't think that really like suited this area. It's definitely a newer section of the city. So yeah, anyway, so I went through and did all that, which I think looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. There's still a few spaces to fill in, but you know, I'll keep working away on that. Now, as for, I guess, oh yeah, I was thinking as well, because I don't know if there was any comments on it. I haven't fully seen all of them, but I was thinking this area over here could be a good spot for the zoo. Because originally, like I said, even last episode, we were going to do a zoo here. I decided that it would be really hard because it's very hilly, but we could make some cool houses here. So I think this area, which is super flat, could actually be really good for a zoo. It's still really close to the city. We have the train line right here, which we could then maybe even redirect this a little bit more down this way instead of pointing this way, or even just have it over here somewhere. Some sort of connection. I think that could work really well. So I'm thinking about that. So let me know about that. Now, I wonder, I would like to let's try and get some more people in, but where do we want to put them? That's the question. We'll definitely need to build more here, but I don't think I want it to be high density. This would probably be low density, and I kind of want more high density right now. Maybe we could do a little high density center here, where it's a little bit flat, you know, it's close to the highway, close to the train station. This could be a really good spot for some high density. So maybe let's go through together and do some placing of buildings. Oh yeah. I don't know if that's maybe too high density, maybe not that high density. Like we need like probably this level, like medium sort of apartment blocks, all that kind of stuff. So what I'm gonna do, let's get this one here. I love this set. This set is so good. I'm snapping. This is kind of what I do. We just place them in. How many people live here? 52. That is actually epic. Some of these have so many people living in them, which is amazing. And I don't want it to be like wall to wall, like really close together. So we'll try and leave a decent space. And I think this is going to be too big. Also, some of these big ones don't have many people in it. Is this the one? Yeah, this one, the 125 household one, which actually, is that the one I just had? It's hard to tell because it doesn't really say. I think it is this one. I didn't really want to do something too tall here, but I also do need a lot of people to move in. So I'm actually kind of... We could do it here, like closer to the highway, because it seems like... And the train station. Maybe let's get a road back here. And I think part of this will be a park, but let's get a bit of a road. With, you know, with some grass, you know, we'll make it nice. So this is going to come here. Actually, not that far down. Let's go snapping. Move it. You know, this is... I really like this, just hanging out, building roads. Like, it is really good as well to do, you know, a lot of building off camera or like time lapse, but I also kind of like just hanging out. As long as I have a good sort of vision for what I want. Sometimes when I'm building with just like live building like this and we don't really have a plan, it can get a bit tedious, but I think I know what I want to do here. So we're going to get this building, have that there, right by the train station. This train station honestly feels too small now, to be honest. Is that too small? Do I need to make that a little bit bigger, a little bit more substantial? Let's have a look. Let's see. Do we have any options that we could use here? It has to be pretty slim, or we just have to move the road. I guess we could move the road. One of these is probably pretty good. It's kind of hard to look at it. It's kind of like, no, it's not kind of like that one. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it, but the train station over here was a passenger train station. I don't know if I did that on purpose originally, because it seems like an odd choice. But I swapped it to the cargo one because it was supposed to be cargo. So I don't know if I did that on purpose, but that should be working in theory. Oh yeah, we got to work on this traffic here. It's actually okay at the moment. I love how busy this area looks, by the way, with the highway, the interchange, the train station. Like there's so much going on here. I love when the cities come alive. And the port as well. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm getting distracted. This is why building live is hard. Okay, maybe, all right, plan B. We've already got 54 households living there. Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of that. We need to make this train station bigger because that looks ridiculously small with, with no one there. All right, let's remove those. Let's see what we can fit in that isn't too big. Like, I think this would be a good one with the middle tracks, or that just like a middle island or this one. I think we should go with at least the middle tracks or like the double track, because then we can always expand the line and have a bypass train, all that kind of stuff. So let's go. It's gonna have to be far enough. Actually, that's all right. Let's go here. I know it's not lining up, but we'll fix that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab this and this, this, and let's just slide it back, and then we'll fix everything else. So put that about there. That looks about right. Obviously, this is now all messed up. So we're gonna move that to about there. Do the same with these. And slide them into place. I'm just gonna do a rough job now, and I will come back probably between episodes or something at some point and just fix it up. I mean, it's close enough for now. That's good. All right, so that's fine. That looks all right there. This is obviously a little bit off. I might just rebuild this section, to be honest. Let's get rid of that. All right, this road comes straight to there. All right, so now, what have we got going on here? Is this train line gonna figure itself out? Drag stuff. Oh, actually, yeah, no, fair enough. It's not gonna figure itself out because I haven't given it the opportunity to do it. I need to actually connect it. So we'll just do that. And now, hopefully that should just work itself out. I just drag it to move it. There we go. All right, and then the bus should be fine. Yeah, it's good. All right, so we got the bus stop there, train station there, that's all good. As far as them crossing the station, because this just goes here, I don't know if that actually counts as a crossing. So what I'm gonna do, I think we should just do a little pedestrian bridge, because that would be good. So let's get out. I love using, yeah, this one, this footpath one, as a bridge, because it looks really good. I love the little covering on it. So we're gonna go like right at the end of the station here. I think that's too high, so we'll just lower that a bit. Grab both of those. Just sort of sit it pretty much on top of that, I guess, catenary or whatever it is. I'm not a trained person, I don't know the terms, but just about there. Yeah, that's roughly lined up. I think they can, I'm not sure. I think they can just walk through this, but I'm just going to build my own one because I have no idea. I don't really know. We'll go there, and then same over here. I don't know if that's connected to the road there. It's hard to tell sometimes. I'm going to do that. We're just going to do an invisible one on that side, and this side we'll just connect. Hello? Connect this to here. All right, so that should definitely be connected in whatever way it sees fit. Move that there. So that should work. So they should be able to walk down this pathway and walk all the way along. And then I do want to make sure this is connected back up again. Whoops. So this will go here, and then, oh, that's already connected. Good. At some point, we might have to change that from a level crossing to an elevated one or grade separated or whatever. But we will come back to that. All right. Let's get that side of the station back in over here, or the side of the road. You know what? I'm actually going to do a smaller road. I think that road was too big. Let's do this one-way road with parking. That'll come up this side, and then we're going to come down. And then I kind of want to follow this footpath, which actually I might be able to do using the node, what is it called? Network multi-tool. If we do parallel from here to here. Let's do that. It's obviously facing the wrong way, but that's okay. Oh, actually it's going the right way now. That's good. Just go to there. So then it like nice and neatly follows that pathway. And then, okay, can you stop? No. Don't snap. Go there. Cool. Now let's move some of these trees off the road. This is a little janky there. Let's just move that back maybe. There we go. That's a bit better. So I'll come down and follow that. That means we can then connect up this side. Easily flip that so it actually is functional. Cool. Then I think we can definitely get like commercial along this side of the rail maybe, or more parking, I don't know. But let's definitely get that big building back in because the whole point of that was to get this in here. Should we go this way? I kind of think that way might be better. Oh no, it's got a big ugly side to it. Oh no, Bob is coming up again. I don't know what it is, but I guess the Alt key in City Skylines just decides to be pressed. So now I've just got the Bob tool stuck open whenever I press bulldoze. And I have to like spam Alt. Okay, go away. Okay, let's try now. Ah, there we go, it's gone. I don't know. Anyone knows how to stop it doing that? Let me know. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted. So we'll have one really big building. I think I just literally just want the one, because I think any more than that, you know, we've got like the low density over this side. Any more than that would probably be too much. Now, what suburb is this in? Is this, it's part of this, but I feel like it kind of, I don't know. It's kind of a weird, I guess it's part of Garnet District, which by the way, is a terrible name. We should probably come up with a better one. All right, that's good. So they should be able to walk, yeah, there's someone going across the bridge already, which is great. Can they get into the train station from this side, or do they have to go around the other side? Because that's not ideal if that's the case. What if I do like, I don't know, someone just walked in. Yeah, okay, they can definitely walk into the train station here. Fantastic. And actually, they might be able to just walk through, which would also be really good. All right, let's see what else we got. Need some more buildings here. I love these ones. These ones look like super, that sounds bad, but super generic. Just like, you know, apartment building, which I think is like perfect. And you can sort of like cut them in together in certain places. Maybe this one actually, oops. This one, go here. You can probably get this around here somewhere. You know, they join together. And then actually, what if we did like, what if there was like a bigger, because that corner is a little not ideal. We'll look low. Oh, actually, yeah, if I lower it a little bit, that's all right. Just so you don't see that trim there. Yeah, that's all right. Let's just do that. And then, so how many people do we have around here? 24 in that, 52, 39, 39, and 125. So a lot of people in that building, which is awesome. What else we got? I like this. I always like using this warehouse one, because it feels like it kind of makes sense having, maybe there's like an old, I don't know, this is an old industrial line or something. So maybe there was a big warehouse around here. We got this here. And I think this has a decent number of people living in it. Let's have a look. Oh, only 20. There's only 20 households in this compared to some of these. It's not a lot, but I like the building, so it's worth it. And actually, it means that we get our good old steam train line, a lot more usage. I still, if you guys know a better steam train we could use, because this one's just really dark and I can't make it any brighter, please let me know, because this is just a historical line. Also, that's going so fast. Maybe we should slow that down a bit. All right, let's get some more buildings in here. Maybe let's try some zoning. Because zoning's not always bad, especially when it's like quite flat. We might be able to get something decent out of these. Let's have a look. We'll do a little bit of zoning. And then we'll do a little bit more placing. Actually, these condos as well are quite good. I think for density and also just looks, they look pretty good. Let's have a look. Oh, 12 households, 20 households. Not great, but they look nice. I like those buildings. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I guess I could go through and do custom settings on some of these to add more. Oh, these townhouses are nice though. Actually, do they fit? Oh, if they fit along the rail, that'd be good. I think I might do them along this road here. I think I need to remove these trees here because they're kind of just getting in the way. We can put some back afterwards. Yeah, let's get these along here. Yeah, just do a little mix of them. And what I might do is actually, hang on, select all of these, move it, and then what do I do? Line up. Oh. Okay, no. I would like them to be in a good line. Okay, well, I think I messed that up. Let me just do it manually. I thought it might have done it for me. I kind of want them to be actually lined up. And I think all the stairs are supposed to be in line. So we'll just do that. And then select those, and let's just make them all the same height at least. Yeah. And then I guess, should we do more? We do another set? Just on this section maybe? Do that and I'll get rid of this one in the middle there. Yeah, that's alright. I think it's a little on that part, on that road, so we'll just select these. Move them a little bit this way. Yeah, there you go. That's alright. Little townhouses, and I feel like we could probably fit something here. How much space we got? 2x2? We could do a 2x3 maybe? What do we got? 2x3. Give me something good. An older styled building. I don't want it too close to that though, do I? Maybe a 2x2. We could just do a little house maybe. Maybe there's a little house that was left over. That that wasn't bought up or renovated. There you go. It's like the up house. Beautiful. And you know what? We're going to give them a nice backyard too. So they're going to have their plot. Hang on. I've got to turn off all the snapping stuff. They own all this land right here. Look at that. It's actually not as much as I thought it was, but that's still pretty good. I mean, compared to like that building, that's a pretty big plot of land. Good on you guys. So that'll go there. Then let's see, where are we at? 54,000. I feel like I did not add a single person to this city at all. Uh-oh, noise complaints. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh god, the train station is so loud. Yeah. I think I need to just get the mod to turn off complaints because it's kind of annoying. Our zone buildings are pretty good. I quite like this. I'm going to get you to stay. I'm going to get you to stay. You can still level up, but I like how they look. One of these can change. That one can stay. Oh, okay. Didn't I just set you as historical and you literally just changed? I guess I probably changed it as it was upgrading. What do we got now? That's okay too. I do feel like we're wasting a lot of space here though. Is that the problem? I know I purposely left room, which is fine, but I think we need to maybe put parks or something in. Or maybe even just parking, actually. That would probably look quite good. Well, good in the sense that it fills the space, not good as in having lots of parking is not as nice as having parks, but, you know, it's something. So we'll get those in. There you go. Plenty of parking. All right, so I do want to, let's get commercial here. We'll figure out the noise problems later on, but at least this place is coming to life now. Oh, that leveled up too. That's good. Yeah, we're sort of level. Actually, what is the services like in this area? Medical's okay. Fire is not good. So maybe let's get a fire department here, just a small one, which we will put maybe over here under this highway bridge. There you go. Because it's just a little bit far away. Oh, that's fine. Let's have a look at low density commercial. I think we could just do, yeah, we could do these strip shops, strip malls. We can get a little Baltic market. Get a quick shop. We'll get, oh, is that it? Oh, I guess because some of them are 1 by 2, right? We'll get, what else we got? Nighthawks. What is that? Oh, liquor, beer, spirits. Let's go! Ah, video novelty store. That's definitely going out of business. And Mario's Pizza. There you go. That's nice. Okay. So that's that little section there. That's pretty good. And then I always love these little shop corners and stuff. Get a little corner shop there. Get some of these in. I know this area, I think I said I wanted this area to be a little bit newer, but I love these like older buildings like that. I mean, I guess the train station could have been here for a while, and these buildings around here are a bit newer. That's good. All right, so we've got some shops around there. Where's our closest supermarket, like a grocery store? That's the real question. Probably all the way over here somewhere. Actually, no, I don't see one. I usually put a whole bunch of them in. The closest one I cannot see at all. Okay. So we can get one in. Let's go. Coles or Woolworths? Let's have a look. How big are they again? A little bit too big for that area, which is slightly annoying. It could go... I could go further back this way, but then we're kind of in suburban area. We could overlap it maybe with some of these buildings, potentially. I don't mind it. What about this building? We could put it in this factory area. Maybe the ground floor is a Coles. Might move that back a little bit. And move that there. There you go. I mean, there's parking out front. It's all right. There you go. Beautiful. Now, this was used to be a park. That's good English. This used to be a park, and I was going to do that, but I guess maybe we could turn this little area into like a little reserve or park kind of place. Maybe that'd be nice. Yeah. Also, it seems like I've done nothing at all. This is why between episodes I will of course keep working on increasing residential. You know, I feel like we can hit 65,000 with the city still looking good. But man, we do have a lot of high density and we're not even there yet. Well, this area that I redid, I think it was like 5,000 something before. Actually, it's dropped. It was like 6,000. I guess maybe some people have moved out. Let's have a look. 81 out of 91. There's still plenty of households, like plenty of space. So maybe we need more jobs, more commercial and that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll expand this, like do more commercial over here or something. Oh yeah, I also added a road here. I don't know if I mentioned that actually. And a little couple of warehouses at the back here. Just because it kind of seemed blank. And the reason we didn't have a road over here, which it seems like we should off the highway, was because otherwise people just drive through this area to get over here, which I really didn't want. So that's why we didn't do it. But this one is kind of not really worth them driving through because they're already down here. So that it's better for them to just go across and turn in than go down here all the way along and across. So that actually works well because we get all like the delivery vehicles coming down here, which makes sense. And it actually keeps them out of the neighborhood, which also makes more sense. So that actually worked out quite well. But yeah, maybe what I'll do is we'll expand more commercial over here because we have a lot of demand. Maybe some down the front here as well. I probably want to do a little bit more over this side by the port. Like, well, I mean, for example, we got this huge blank section in the middle here. Still need to do this area as well, which we'll get to. So, you know, I mean, I think it's coming along, everything in general. Let's get some more, let's just get some big buildings. We need more people. Come on. Come on then. No more dilly-dallying. It's time to move in. Get another one of these buildings. If you look closely, we got like a bajillion of these buildings in my city, but they're good. so I feel like they're generic enough that they don't look too repetitive around the city. Get one of these in this corner. There we go. Beautiful. And what else we got? Some older buildings. See, I need like the more modern looking buildings because otherwise this area in particular I don't think looks like it makes sense with like the old school buildings. This is probably too big for most of this area. Could maybe do it down here. Maybe we should have like a really big building right here. We could do like, should we do like a skyscraper like right here? Right on the other side of this bridge. What about this building? It's kind of cool. Old brick building. Maybe it could be an older building. How many people live in it? 13 people? That sucks. That's the problem with these buildings. We could do, I think maybe, that's kind of cool. 13 people? Dang it. Again, I should probably just change some of the amounts. I guess another warehouse would be good, to be honest. It's not a skyscraper, but I think it's probably a good building that could have actually existed here because maybe this was more of an industrial sort of area. So I'm gonna put that there. Apparently that's close enough to a road. I guess is it connected to this? We definitely need a road down the bottom here though. I'm gonna move this a little bit. I'm gonna grab 1 unit road and have it come down here. Okay, turn off snapping real quick. Let's go here. And then can we just join under here somewhere? Move it more this way. Try and have it, oh, this, hang on, we got too many nodes here. Let me just remove that middle one. There we go. This can still sit there, and then we can fit another building here too, which is good. So yeah, this could have just maybe been an old warehouse or something. That's now apartments, which I think is fine. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh god, these are all too noisy. Which is actually a problem because it means people won't want to live there. They'll just move out. This one seems fine for some reason. This one's also fine. I don't know why. Hang on, let's have a look. It's not that bad. Look, let's maybe do trees. Oh, actually, that doesn't. Does that count? I always forget if actual trees we place count or not. So let's do it and hope for the best. But I feel like only the ones on roads count. If I do this, you know, a whole bunch. Look at all these. Look at all those trees. There's like a giant redwood tree right there. That's going to block the sound. Easy. There you go. No problems. Let's have a look. I don't think that really helped. I mean, look, it's going to be loud. You have to put up with it for the convenience. I mean, look at the convenience. You're near the city, on the river. It's beautiful. But I guess it's not for everyone. All right, what do we do here? I guess this could be a little park kind of thing, maybe. Let me do a little pathway here. By park, I mean just like a little, I don't know, plaza, maybe like a gazebo. I'm just gonna have the path drag directly across so we don't have to do a crossing, but they can still get across there. Actually, I might do the same sort of thing here, so that will just come across to that side of the road easily. And this one can also go straight to there. So they can easily, you know, get around this area on foot, which would be good. So here, I would probably just do, like, I don't know, a gazebo. There's a lot of gazebos in this city. If you like to gazebo, this is the city for you. That's a bathroom. Park info booth, no. You could do a cafe as well. Actually, I might do one under here. Look, it's not the nicest place, but it's a good use of that space underneath the highway. Because I'm not going to use it for anything else. Put a cafe there. And then over here, we can gazebo. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, they're not complaining about sound anymore. Did that actually help? I don't think it did. These guys are now complaining though. Yeah, that's kind of the problem we had over here, wasn't it? We did all those trees, they still complain. Yeah, I don't think those trees help at all. These stations are just super loud. Which I mean, I guess, yeah, train stations are loud, but I feel like that's not that bad. Lots of people live next to train stations. Oh my gosh, look how loud this area of the city is. I mean, none of these houses are complaining. Oh my gosh. Why is there so much traffic going this way? You know, is there a reason for that? Are they... Oh, that doesn't look good. Highway traffic is coming off here, going through here, and then rejoining the highway there. Okay, something's messed up with the lanes. Something's messed up. Although they can change lanes here. Why are they doing that? Because what I did do is I made only one lane go forward here, because one exits, one enters. And then they can change lanes here, they can change here, and here. So that isn't... I'm not really actually sure what the reason for them doing that is. Huh. That is strange. Yeah, so they come down here and then re-enter the highway. Can they not get to that? Let me just have a look. So let's follow. Let's go. Alright, so you're at this point. Alright. You can change here. So you can go in the right lane. That's fine. I'm in the right lane. And then I can go in the left lane if I want. Or I can stay in the right lane. And then if I stay in the left lane, I can get down here. I can go... Oh, well, actually, I want to go in the left lane. But yeah, I can go in the left lane. Then we go over, skip over the top, go down that way. Or if they want to go straight over that way, is that the problem? Can they not get there? So we're in this lane here, going up, merging in the middle. We stay here, we keep going forward, no problems. Clearly there is a problem somewhere because something's not working. Wait, is anyone going that way? Hang on. Oh no, there are some people going this way. Not a lot though, for some reason. Most people are not going that way. That's strange. All right, well, I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay, that's strange. But anyway, where are we now? 54,000? Okay, yeah, we did not improve at all. Let me have a look. Hang on. No. Statistics. We peaked. What do we peak at? Like 56? That's pretty good. But we've gone down a little bit, which is okay. What about our treasury? City treasury is declining. Quite rapidly too, so we might have to look at that as well. But I think I'll leave this part here because I think, well, I'll get your feedback on this area. You know, obviously very rough. I'll do a few more buildings, make it look a little bit nicer. Get a few more people in there. That'll be good. I think maybe we should get some more houses through here as well. Probably, I don't really want any on this side. I like it like that. But we should probably do something here. Maybe this area over here, more houses, etc. And we've got some spaces over here as well. Actually, all over here too. I feel like this could be developed quite easily. More land. But the port, that's what matters. Look at this. Beautiful. I say what is this? Hey! That's not a merge you can do. Why did my lane? Oh, because I updated the road. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because I changed this road. I knew I should have checked that when I upgraded it. Always forget that resets lane stuff. I think all the other stuff is fine. Yeah, they should not be cutting across there. Oopsies. That's all right. All right, well, that's the port. I think it looks pretty sweet. I hope you enjoy this too, because I had a lot of fun building it. That was the main thing today. There's also a mod I saw to increase the prop view distance, so this stuff disappears. But when I put it on, I felt like my game lagged way more, so I didn't use it. I figured once we're here and we look at it, it's nice, but it doesn't really matter when we're over here, you know? Because it's like, it still looks like a port. But I think that actually really quite, like, it finishes off this area really nicely. Like, it's not blank. I think we'll turn that into like a national park, you know, similar to what we've done over here. Have a little hiking trail or something down there. That'll be nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, we started sort of filling in most of this area around here now. It definitely looks like it's more of a city that makes sense, you know, the way they built it. Obviously, it kind of just ends here at the moment. But everything else at the moment in this area looks pretty good, like from a distance. I think it's edged off quite nicely. And then, yeah, once we unlock more tiles, we'll obviously expand this area too. But yeah, I think that's good. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below what you think. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the little bit of the live gameplay we did. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this weird lane thing going on over here. And yeah, I will also look for some boardwalk decals that we can do down here so it doesn't look like a big concrete slab. But it seems like it's pretty successful, like that we built last time. You know, people are parking here, hanging out there. Seems to be going pretty well. Our new tram sort of setup through here is working quite well too. You know, they're turning in, this road is working. It's all looking pretty good for the most part. I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, the highway connections here for the residents is working. So it's all, yeah, that all came together really, really nicely. I'm really happy with this, you know, whole port section. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. And have an awesome day.